3 years ago, if you asked an anime fan about Boruto, chances are they wouldn't have much to say. For many, Naruto had already reached its perfect conclusion. The fourth great ninja war was over, the villages had finally found peace, and Naruto had achieved the dream he had chased since childhood. Boruto wasn't supposed to exist, or at least that's how many fans felt. But today, that conversation is starting to change, and the biggest reason for that isn't Boruto as a whole, it's two Blue Vortex. When Boruto first began, it had an impossible task. It wasn't trying to become another anime, it was trying to continue one of the most beloved stories ever written. Naturally, people compared every single chapter to Naruto, and honestly, many of those criticisms were justified. The anime struggled because the manga released monthly while the show aired weekly, leading to long stretches of anime original content. The pacing often felt inconsistent, and many fans found it difficult to connect with Boruto the way they had connected with Naruto. But I also think many people judged Boruto for something it was never trying to be. Naruto is the story of a boy growing up during an age of endless conflict. Boruto begins after that conflict has already ended. Peace had finally arrived. Technology was replacing old traditions. Scientific ninja tools were becoming part of everyday life. For the first time in the history of the Hidden League, children were growing up without experiencing war. That isn't a flaw, that's the world Naruto fought to create. The problem wasn't the setting, the problem was that the story took too long to find its identity. Early Boruto often felt like it was borrowing Naruto's legacy rather than building its own. Even when Kara was introduced, the series still felt like it was searching for the direction it wanted to take. Then everything changed. Not because of a new villain, not because of a new transformation, but because of one single event, the Omnipotence. When Aida unknowingly rewrote the memories of almost the entire world, Boruto lost everything: his family, his home, his identity. The hero became the criminal, Kawaki became Naruto's son, and Boruto became the person everyone wanted dead. For the first time in the series, Boruto wasn't protected by Naruto's legacy anymore. He had to survive completely alone. That single decision changed the tone of the entire manga. Before the time skip, Boruto mostly reacted to whatever Kara threw at him. After two Blue Vortex, he became the one making the moves. Every time Boruto appears, it feels like he already knows something the audience doesn't. He is calm, confident, patient. Instead of rushing into battles, he studies his opponents. He chooses his fights carefully. Ironically, he now resembles Sasuke far more than Naruto. And a huge reason for that transformation is Kashin Koji. Before, he felt like an interesting mystery. Now, he has become one of the manga's most fascinating characters. His knowledge of possible futures completely changes how we look at every decision Boruto makes. Instead of simply reacting to danger, Boruto is preparing for futures that may never even happen. That makes every encounter feel much bigger than a normal fight. Then there's Boruto's growth as a shinobi. Techniques like the Flying Raijin and Rasengan Uzuhiko aren't exciting simply because they are powerful. They are exciting because they reflect how much Boruto has changed. He isn't trying to surpass Naruto anymore. He is becoming his own kind of ninja. Even the villains feel different. Naruto's greatest enemies often wanted domination, revenge, or peace through force. The Shinju are different. They are driven by curiosity. They are trying to understand humanity while simultaneously threatening it. And Jura in particular has quickly become one of the most intriguing antagonists in the franchise. He is incredibly powerful, but what makes him dangerous isn't his strength, it's that he genuinely wants to learn. That curiosity makes him completely unpredictable. Kawaki's role has also become far more compelling. He is no longer simply Boruto's rival. He is someone willing to sacrifice absolutely everything for what he believes is the right future. Even when his actions are difficult to agree with, his motivations remain understandable. That moral conflict, makes every confrontation between Boruto and Kawaki far more interesting than a simple battle between good and evil. Does that mean two Blue Vortex is perfect? Absolutely no. There are still criticisms. Many fans want stronger development for side characters. Some wish Sarada, Mitsuki, Konohamaru, and others had larger roles in the story. Others still prefer Naruto's emotional journey, and it's completely fair. But for the first time in years, people aren't talking about Boruto because it's Naruto's sequel.